Okay, so I'm going to be doing a review of the JVC KW-AVX740. This is the unit with Bluetooth, and it's 6.1 inch, capable of playing DVDs, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through the different menus and how it all integrates into my 2003 4Runner. So first off, just the look of the unit installed. Very clean, very OEM looking. Fit and finish is great. Matches my driving lights, so if I turn my lights on, you can see that it goes orange. Kind of hard to see all my driving lights, but the oranges do match. Turn my AC on, you can see how the oranges do match. Everything looks very nice and clean. But moving on, let's go ahead and get into it. Right now I'm on the tuner setting. In case you're wondering what the wiring is, I've got Sirius hooked up right here. Just run up there, mount it on the vent, and it's just feeding in through the 3.5mm aux input right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Well, before we do, let me just go ahead and show you the other peripherals that came with it. So you've got your unit, your head unit, and then you've also got included a Bluetooth mic, which I installed right up here on the A-pillar, and just very clean setup, and looks very good. Very integrated. And then I've also got the USB cable that runs into here, and it's kind of a mess in here, but hooked up to a USB flash drive, 8 gig, that I've got right now. But yeah, let's go ahead, check it out. So this is your basic, what your stereo looks like when you're listening to FM, AM, anything like that. And you've got your, I forget what it's called, your RDS system up here, so you can see what station it is, and it'll just scrolls across, as well as the preset. That'll just that'll change. Let's go back to our home screen. We've got, right now I'm on tuner, but we can go to satellite, which I don't have yet. They make a peripheral for that you can put in, where you can receive satellite radio, but since I'm working with the Sirius right now, I don't have it integrated quite yet. And then your disc, which can play regular discs or DVDs, your USB, your iPod. I don't have any iPod or anything like that, so I'm not using that one. Your Bluetooth, which is both Bluetooth music, audio streaming, as well as phone. Your AVN, which would be like if you wanted to hook up a DVD player or a PS2 or something like that, or whatever have you. Then your front aux, which I'm using for Sirius right now, and then you can just turn everything off. Also, down here, I don't know if you can see it, it's camera. You can use that if you want to hook up a backup camera. I've actually been looking into doing that since the screen quality is so good on this unit. If I can, the hard part will just be installing it, doing the whole running of the wire and everything, but it does have that capability, which is nice. And so let's go into, so again, this is what it looks like when you're listening to radio. There's your menu button. Let's go listen to, I've got Mission Impossible 3 in right now. So screen loads up. You gotta have your parking brake put in. But there we go. And sounds very, very good. Screen quality is great. You may be getting some glare. I'm not from where you're normally sitting. You don't get hardly any glare. That's one great thing about this screen too, is there's hardly any glare, which is awesome. It's not very shiny. It's that kind of flat plasticky matte, I guess, finish, which doesn't reflect a whole lot of sun or get washed out. So yeah, that plays great. Sounds awesome. Can't really turn it up too much, or else it'll drown out my voice. But then we can go into USB. I've got some music on there already, and it all loads up. Everything is really quick. Loads up very, very quickly. This is now reading. About 3 or 4 seconds, and there we go. We got music. and a little bit of killers. And what's nice is it gives you everything over here, as well as the album art, which this album's kind of very blue. Let me go to the next one. Yeah, so Electric Light Orchestra. So yeah, you can see, it shows you your album art, gives you, it scrolls your, everything about it right there, which is really nice. And then you've got all kinds of your EQ options. That's your phone right there. You've also got over here, all your controls, which I have integrated into my steering wheel. So I can control all of this through my steering wheel controls I already have. So up and down volume, as you can see, controls it. And then I can go to the next track or previous track. So I go to the next track right there. And then my mode button changes from different inputs. So instead of doing USB, I shuffle through to like Bluetooth, DVD or CD, radio, all that. So you can see it just puts me in iPod. I have no iPod. But the next setting we've got is Bluetooth audio. I can't really show you that right now because I'm using my phone to record this video, and I wouldn't be able to do those simultaneously, I don't think. But it does sound fantastic. Sounds like it's running off a cable, which is great. There's no staticky crackling or anything like that. Bluetooth transmission is just it's really great quality, as well as just making phone calls. It just sounds awesome. So we'll go on from that. But yeah, it does display. It doesn't display for me all the song settings and everything like that, but I can still use my either these buttons on here or my steering wheel controls to change from song to song. Don't have to use my phone. I can just go, next, previous, or whatever like that. But yeah, so we'll go to the next source. We've got AVN. I don't have anything hooked up to that right now. And then we've got my front aux, which is running off of my Sirius, which is it's fantastic, and it all sounds great. You have digital quality on all these inputs except for radio, which even that sounds good. And so yeah, so overall it's been a great unit. I love it. I'll show you a little bit of the EQ settings you can go into. So if you go in right here, you've got your different presets already you can choose from. I do a custom EQ where you can adjust the bass, the mids, and the highs. And you got your subwoofer level if you have a sub. I plan on getting a sub. I don't have one right now. But then if you go back, you got even more settings. You got your fader, your balance, your crossovers, your loudness settings, and different volumes, and there's just a whole lot to play around with in here. If you got an amp, you can mess with that too. What else is nice is the customizability of all of this. You can go into display design, and then you can customize all your buttons and everything like that, whatever you need. You could do like yellow, or as far as backgrounds and all that go. You can do all that, which is great. And I've got mine set up the way I like it. But yeah, you can customize the buttons, the background, your text colors, all that. And all that is it's great. So yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, the phone. We'll go into the phone settings. I've got basically my presets right there that I like. You can voice dial right here, which is great. You can see your outgoing calls, your previously outgoing calls, previously received calls, and your missed calls. When you have your parking brake in, you can do your regular dial pad and everything, and you can access your phone book, and that loads up pretty quick considering it's. I think you can save it to. There may be a little bit of a hard drive in here that you can save it to, but even if not, it's loading up just quick as is. And then all your phone settings as far as how to connect everything. So yeah, overall I'd give this unit 10 out of 10. It's just been fantastic. Again, it looks awesome with everything, and it just adds so much more functionality. So if you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and hope this review was really helpful for you guys. Thanks.